Welcome in. It's Double Impact. It is the final. There's no more. The last day of March 2026. Guys, 1/4 of 2026 is over. What have you done with this year? Still feel like there's all kinds of things from 2023 and 24 that people tell me they need to catch up on and get done. It's amazing. Where does the time go? It's so weird as you get older, too. It just accelerates and accelerates. There he is. Speaking of accelerating, it's Black Lightning himself. Great Jericho Green, looking much slimmer.
I'm fully accelerated.
Well, you're Black Lightning now because you're thin and fast.
I am. Okay.
Svelte. Some might even say svelte. You know.
I'll take that. I've never been called that.
No, it's one of those fun words to say.
I'll take
svelte.
It.
Yeah.
Svelte. Sven was svelte.
Oh, Nicholas Hardick is stuck in traffic.
Sorry. Are you stuck in traffic or is traffic stuck in you?
Right.
That's the question.
I remember my stepdad getting mad at me when I was 9 years old. Shout out to my stepdad, Larry. You were awful and mean to us, but you since apologized. What was I going to say? I remember we were in traffic, and I was a very precocious young lad, as was Jericho. You know, you're just kind of much smarter and wiser than your years, yet still a child. So occasionally I would say things that, you probably shouldn't say. Larry was complaining about the traffic. And I thought about all the cars and how all the cars were just people like us trying to go somewhere. And I said to Larry, aren't we just traffic to the other people? He didn't like that. But even at 9, I realized I'm just as much traffic as someone else is. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I hate traffic, though. It makes me avoid going places. I live right next door to La Jolla Shores. La Jolla Cove was rated the #1 beach in America. Better than anywhere in Hawaii. Better than anywhere up and down the western coast, east coast,
all
Texas,
up and down.
The #1 beach in America, the top number 7 in the world, La Jolla Cove. It's a stone's throw from my house, and I barely ever go there. I'm trying to go there more often. There's no parking. There's no parking by the beach. It's just not.
Oh no, unless you're there like fucking before the sun's up.
But dude,
like
I don't live
hours.
far. I live really close to the beach. I mean, you've been to my house. The ocean's it's right there. And still, there's just like with the baby, the 3-year-old, can't even Uber because there's no Uber with a car seat. So, because I would Uber down to the beach and that would solve the parking issue. So,
well, I tell you what, a sunrise on the beach, it's beautiful. It really is. Probably because that's probably the only time you'll get parking down there if you catch the sunrise. But it is gorgeous. I do remember. Because we just moved up here near Sacramento almost 5 years ago. And I grew up on the coast, on the Central Coast, where you and Adrian went for vacation, Pacific Grove, Monterey. That was my old stomping grounds there.
God's country. It's such a beautiful
it's gorgeous. Yeah. And it's weird. It's such a beautiful place and it's populated with some of the dumbest people in the world. But you can't help it. I think it's human nature to take things for granted that you're used to.
Yeah.
And like La Jolla, like where you live, people come from around the world. They're taking pictures and they're like, oh, look at the sea lions and all this shit. Yeah. And we like drive by like, nah, fuck that.
We don't even all this traffic. And it's like
we don't even care.
World destination.
Yeah. Monterey, California is world famous. It's right next door to Carmel, Pebble Beach with Spyglass Hill, Poppy Hill, all the golf, the PGA or the PGA Pro Tour comes through Monterey, or to PG or to Pacific Grove every year. Sea Otter Classic, all these things, and just the topography, just the landscape, the geography. It's gorgeous, and we work here, we live here, and we don't see it like everybody else does, and everybody just comes here, jaws drop, mouth agape. It is. I remember I did it wasn't lost to me. I did appreciate it. I didn't take it for granted sometimes, and a few times on my lunch I would go and park by the beach, and people, multi-million-dollar homes right across the street from this beach, they all have like the glass around their balcony and stuff. Really, really nice houses. And that was my lunch. I would sit there in my car eating, looking at, and it would always trip me out that I'm on the edge of America.
Right.
Like that would always trip me out. Still does. But I would be like, this is pretty awesome that sitting here eating my lunch and I'm looking at the coast of California, the Pacific Ocean, was just, sometimes dolphins would be jumping in the distance. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I remember going surfing in high school once. I started surfing in middle school and went surfing in high school. And I remember one time, I think I must have been 8th grade. And man, this is the funniest shit. So I lived in Rancho Bernardo. It's about 4 miles inland. That's where I lived growing up, like middle school, high school age. And there was not a straight line to the ocean. It was 4 miles as the crow flies, but you had to take a circuitous route because between Rancho Bernardo, which was a nice retirement community, and the ocean was Rancho Santa Fe. Rancho Santa Fe, they don't have millionaires there. They have 100 millionaires and billionaires, ball players, Janet Jackson, Russell Wilson, all kinds of famous people have estates there, multi-acre estates. And then there's the ocean there. So there's no freeway through there. There's no really road through there. There's some
Rancho Santa Fe, it's called?
Rancho Santa Fe. It's one of the richest parts of San Diego. And there's some country roads take me home. There's some like dirt roads. Now it's paved and stuff. But when I was in high school, you're driving over like bushes and dirt and all that. And we would take that shortcut to go right to the ocean there, surfing with my cousin Tim. And there was a Sparkletts water delivery truck behind us. And once you're behind someone on that road, you're behind them for 20 minutes because there's nowhere to turn off. It's a dirt road. And my brother, we just went surfing. We're driving back, and my brother Abe pulls his shorts down and sticks his ass against the back glass of the truck, and he moons the Sparklet Waterman for a good 5 minutes straight.
I love it. And he couldn't do anything about it.
No, he just had to sit there and take it.
It was the equivalent of holding his eyes open so he couldn't close his eyes. Like, dude, look at this. You're going to take this ass in, and that's it.
Why would we're teenage boys? Why do we do this stuff?
Why not?
This poor guy delivering Sparkletts water for a living. It's like, you know what? I'm going to show him my ass.
You know what? That dude was probably like, hey, I was you 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm driving this fucking truck.
Don't make the same mistakes, kid. They had that meme where, some guy's going to do something, or he like looks at like a girl's ass or something, and they'll cut to Michael Caine and he looks at the camera and nods, and it cuts to Christian Bale.
All the guys are like,
That's what that driver was doing. He didn't like it, but he understood it and he respected it
because he was a hooligan in his day.
Good on you, son.
I told my wife about that. There's the secret life of men, the secret life of women. Our experiences, there's some overlap, but it's being a man is not being a woman and vice versa. And my wife did not know until a year ago that when you're walking down the street and you see a chica bonita, you see a hottie, and you're just looking at her, and she's, just wiggling down the sidewalk, wiggling that behind, and you are taking in the scenery, and you look up from her and you lock eyes with another guy who was doing the same thing, and he's coming towards you. What do you do, Jericho, when you see the guy? You nod. It's almost like a salute, like, yeah, buddy. Like you're both like, yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You could be 40 and he's 80. You could be 20 and the dude's 60.
It doesn't
matter.
No. It's understood between men. It's both like, yeah.
We're all connoisseurs. Think about it. We've all been fans of that sweet nectar for at least 20 years. We're gonna be at least 20 years. So something you've been more than a fan, a fanatic. I guess that's where fan come from. Right. Obsessive, if you will, literally having to be beaten back like a dog that wants to jump
like a lion table with the chair in the way. Like I say,
go on, geek, go on. Like your wife has to wear a 6-shooter in the house so she can shoot at your feet and say, "Go on, geek." And it's not our fault, and I'm never going to take responsibility for it.
I'm never apologizing, not once.
Yeah, it's your fault. You're the one who had to pick that up in front of me. You're the one putting stuff in the dryer.
Yeah, you're the one always dropping things and picking them up.
Yeah, right, lady. You're the one who smells the way you do. It's not our fault. It's your fault. And I'll go to my grave with that.
What's with all the seductive?
I'm switching. What's with the hips? Huh?
Yeah.
What's with the lumps and the bumps? No, fuck that. It's their fault. And we've been obsessive over it for, like I said, at least 20 years, 25 years. Some of us 30 years, 40 years, more.
I'm 47, so I'm going to say 46 and a half.
Yeah. Like, wait, what time was I born? Let's see.
Yeah, 4:22 in the afternoon, Tuesday, July 24th, 1978.
Yeah, 5 minutes later, bam. So but honestly, it's something like, imagine it's like you seeing another comic book artist or whatever your craft is, seeing another man who has decades, who's an expert in that field. When you both see something that you recognize, and you both see something, you know, a work of art that you're both supremely familiar with, that's what it's like when the fellas have that moment.
I feel like you and I should like sell tickets and have a symposium and speak as the authorities we are about this or something.
And the guys would just be, oh, it's good to hear somebody say it.
It had to be said. It had to be said. Tony wanted to know if it's too far to walk to the beach from my house. No, but there's a giant mountain right there on the coast.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be great. No, it wouldn't. You wouldn't want to do it. In distance wise, is it too far? No. Logistically, with the freeways and the mountain and the thing, yeah, too much.
See, they should have put a railroad through there. They would have hung a little Chinese dude over the side and blew a big ass hole in that mountain.
They could have a slide from my house to the ocean. I would be in for that.
Hey, what about our high speed rail
from my house to the ocean?
Yeah, hey, put one right
one in
here.
My driveway. I just get
I'm
in
just,
there like
I'm just saying
Chester.
something.
I'm getting one of those bank vacuum.
Yeah, those tubes, little coffins.
Oh!
Fucking nose starts bleeding. I don't like this. But you know, speaking of getting places quickly, you know, it's just something like people who live up here where I do, hours and hours and hours away from you. What, 7, 8, 9 hours away from you? You could zip on down to La Jolla Beach for the day. You could zip on up here. You and Adrian can come get some pancakes from First Awakenings and be back home by dinner. You know what I mean? Let's move that commerce around the state.
You and I combined have lost like 160, 170 pounds.
Yeah.
But man, it was kind of fun being a fat guy. I sent you that picture from like a year and a half, like 3 years ago, when you came to my house and you met Big Baby when she was a baby and she was like smiling at you. And I thought, oh, it's a cute picture. I'll send it to Jericho. And then you just wrote back to me, damn, we were fat.
We were fat as shit. God damn.
It was good times though. The eating was good back then.
Yeah, you know? And you know that helps me stay on track because no regrets, coach. I left it all out on the field. I didn't pull any punches. I didn't skip any meals. I had some pretty amazing culinary moments starting from my childhood. I had things in my childhood, food related, that, I mean, you talk about a fraternity, you talk about an elite group of people that, and like you, who grew up around high quality, literally restaurant quality. World-class food. No bullshit, no half-stepping, that's...
Holy shit,
dude. And that sweatshirt, that fits totally differently now. My hats fit differently.
Yeah. Look at my cheeks, the chubby cheeks there.
Look at Big Baby's not even straight up and down. She's not 6 o'clock. She's
like
5 o'clock. She's like 4 or 5 o'clock. What the fuck's going on here?
That's fucking funny.
Holy shit.
No, we were fat shits. Look at me now. Look at this face here. Come on.
Yeah.
That old face. Hey, Jericho, you want to go eat fried butter with me?
Yeah. I'm already in the car. You want to eat fried? Where'd he go? No. Like the wind's blowing. The papers are already blowing. I'm already gone.
Hey, Jericho, you want to go? You're already sitting in my car. Before you finish.
Bam, bam. Hurry the fuck up.
You know what's a fun thing, though, about eating healthy and always exercising now is when I put it away like a pig, I do it guilt-free because it's like twice a month. You know, we'll get the UFC fight on a Saturday night. We'll order 3 pizzas. We'll have dessert. We'll have all the shit. I don't drink alcohol, but we'll have all the stuff, chips and all kinds of crap. And I eat it, and then that's it. You know, I don't do anything like that again for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
So I guess it works out.
But having lost that weight, it helps with motivation to keep it off. I don't want to go back.
No.
I don't want to go back. And I've done it. Guys, I've done it. Food-wise, culinarily, is that a word?
Yeah.
I've done it from when I was knee-high to a grasshopper until like 6 months ago.
Right.
I've done it. I've eaten it. If it was excessive, I did it. So, you know, I'm not like somebody who maybe had a kid really early, but they feel like they missed something. So when the kid's finally old enough to go spend the night at grandma's house, they're back in the club because they feel like they're missing out. They feel like they didn't get it out of their system. I got it out of my system.
When was the last time you were at the club?
Ugh.
It is
like I would rather.
It's the most boring shit on earth. You go
I'd
out
rather
on a
go
Friday night and you're just looking at girls and you never really go up and talk to them, and then you talk to a few, and then you go home and eat some. No, you go drive through Jack in the Box or something, then you go home, and then
Jack in the Crack.
2:30
in the morning.
2 jumbo jacks, two for $4, 4 tacos, and you get the egg rolls.
And those were not tacos, by the way. They were folded in half.
Cheeseburger. That's an abomination.
Come on, Ultimate Jack, whatever the fuck.
The
double Jack with cheese, double Jumbo Yak.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. Can I take your order?
Can I take your order? But yeah, well, when I was in my 20s, when I was clubbing, I enjoyed like more of the pomp and circumstance of getting ready, you know, meeting up with your boys, maybe pre-gaming or something like that, walking down the street, going to club. All that was cool. But I joined the Navy when I was 18. So I already had been overseas, like doing it in nightclubs, big time. Doing it well. So by the time I was 21 and I was back here, I was like, this sucks. You know, our local club was Club Octane and the Mucky Duck.
The Mucky Duck.
Yeah. So, and what was the other one? Planet Gemini. So those are like our three.
That sounds like a gay club. I'm sorry.
No, it was actually, I saw some really cool concerts there.
Yeah, I bet.
But it was really cool, but those are the three spots. So
there's no way Planet Gemini wasn't gay.
It wasn't. It was owned by these two like Armenian brothers, and they had like all kinds of artists that would come through there and shit.
I guess, yeah, maybe guys that are foreign or foreign adjacent, Armenian brothers.
Yo, they were definitely foreign adjacent, and they were brothers. If they were like life partners or some shit like that, or you know,
super hairy forearm kind of Armenian dudes.
Yeah, and I want to say they were twins.
Okay,
I think they were twins.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, but those were our three clubs. So compared to Dubai or Barcelona or St. Martin, all these other places I had been, it was like, you know. So I kind of had that in my system. But when I was in my 20s, yeah, it was cool. But now, through the prism of adulthood, real adulthood, your 40s, family, wife, kids, now I'm cool with that shit.
I remember
to go through all that and strike out, married, it's a guarantee. But to go through all that and fuck no.
None of the misers having Jaeger bomb nightmare. Jaeger bomb, I think, is this. It's a pint of Guinness, and then they drop a shot glass of Bailey's Irish Cream in it, and then you drink the whole thing. Now, me being a little paranoid about it, I created a false scenario in my head where they drop the shot glass into the cup, and then it chips because it's glass, and then you slam it and you swallow the broken shard of glass. That's what I imagined.
They don't fucking slam it into the.
No, it's fun to terrorize yourself with completely unlikely, dangerous scenarios. It's fun to freak yourself out with made-up bullshit.
Nah, man. Those and another one's Irish car bomb.
Oh, is that the Guinness with the thing?
No,
I didn't mention
Guinness
any
and Jaeger.
I didn't. No, I mentioned Guinness and bomb. Bailey. So that's the Irish car bomb. Jaeger bomb must be.
No, the Irish car bomb is Bailey's and Bushmills.
Oh, Jaeger bomb is Jaeger and Red Bull. Yuck.
And Jägermeister is like if you jerked off a licorice plant into a cup and added alcohol, that's what Jaeger tastes like.
You know what Jägermeister means?
Hold on. Meister, somebody who does something.
Well, like Meister's a master. A Jaeger is a hunter. It's German. It's a master hunter. You know, so
what a masculine, tough name for something that ends up on the bathroom floor of a fucking bathroom in a nightclub.
What is your lowest point like drinking and then just like eating, like, just like carne
Oh,
asada,
man.
nasa. What do you remember? Just a pathetic night, like.
Okay, first of all, we would be remiss talking about that and not mentioning David Hasselhoff. Do you remember that clip?
That's what I was imagining, him eating the hamburger off the floor, his bathroom, drunk as skunk.
Holy shit.
Like, Kit's like, Michael, don't eat that. It was on the floor of the bathroom.
Fuck you, Kit. Dude, David Hasselhoff was lit up from the tit up, laying just inside of his front door, like in the foyer, shirtless, laying on his side.
Bathroom.
He was laying on his side, like the cover of the Thriller album. He's laying on his side, shirtless, on the floor, eating like fast food. And his daughter's taping him, and she's like almost having an intervention with him. And he's like saying, "You fucking pig," like he's talking shit. Dude, the Hoff. And that was also the infancy of the internet. That was like one of the first, celebrities fucking up online. But let's see. I don't have like any shameful moments like that because there was no shame. Yeah, dude, we've all been that fucked up. But to see a celebrity, the Hoff ends up like me too. Yeah. The Hoff is like me too. What a human moment for him. But I don't know. I'd have to have shame to have shameful moments with eating and alcohol. They're always fun moments. From being, so shit-faced drunk. I don't know how many glass boots of beer we had in Greece, but like almost a ray of sunshine breaking through the clouds and shining on this little kiosk where the guy had gyros, cold beer, and steak cut fries.
Ooh, steak
and it was
cut
almost
fries.
Like, yeah, I'll have some, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Curly, crinkle, shoestring. I hear you. You all have a place in my heart. You all have a place in my arteries. But the steak cut is kind of in the back. It has a little dust on it. It's forgotten about a little bit.
Like,
but I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the steak cut.
I'm not a shoestring potato guy. They're overcooked. They're too crispy. I'm this on French fries. I usually don't like them because when they're usually mediocre wherever you get them. But when a French fry is cooked correctly, there are a few things better.
McDonald's.
Oh,
greatest fast food French fry ever. Period. Don't even look at it.
In-N-Out, some of the worst French fries ever.
Really. In-N-Out, don't even look at at McDonald's fries. Don't even fucking look at them.
You can ask for your fries at In-N-Out medium well, and that makes them better. Don't get them well, because then they're like little crunchy potato sticks. They're overcooked. Ask medium well, and they'll be crunchy. They're still not like McDonald's, though.
Mm-mm. But have you ever had a French fry cooked in duck fat or beef tallow?
Oh, yeah.
Had a RIP, has since been or since gone out of business, but Bocce Burger in Las Vegas, they had oxtail chili cheese fries, and the fries were fried in duck fat. It was so stupid. Triple D find. My wife and I laying in bed one night. That was on the list. We actually got to go there, and it was absolutely amazing. But they had oxtail chili cheese fries. My goodness.
I've been to about 20 or 30 restaurants that have been on Guy Fieri's show, mostly on purpose. But there's been 3 or 4 times where I'm eating at a restaurant and I see the spray painted thing on the wall. For those of you that don't know, when Guy Fieri visits a restaurant for a show, he has this spray painted plaque he'll give him of like a graffiti stencil of his face. And I've eaten at a few that had it, and I didn't even know he recommended the thing. I just had looked it up online. But I've had very good luck going to the restaurants he suggests. Very good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to eat is Spiritos up in Carlsbad. That's like, half an hour from La Jolla. And that's my wife's favorite thing is the antipasto salad. And that was a Guy Fieri. That was an episode of his show.
Mm-hmm. So, we had one right up the street from where I worked at Trader Joe's. It's called the Wild Plum.
All right.
Pam was the owner / chef's name, and she'd come down to our store all the time. But yeah, he went right up there, and then and just in Monterey, you had Wild Plum, the Fish House. I want to say that First Awakenings was on there too.
I bet it was. That was so good.
and Little Napoli in Carmel, and then From Scratch in Carmel is breakfast.
And that place on Alvarado Street that was like had an Italian name. It was a big diner, and it was
Gianni's.
Italian. That was a Guy Fieri place too, dude.
Gianni's Pizza. That shit.
No, not
stupid.
the pizza. The sit-down Italian family restaurant.
Oh, like, Rosine's.
Rivoli's or something.
Rosine's. Yeah, on Alvarado with the cake.
I went there that night it was my wedding anniversary night. It was our 28th wedding anniversary. And I had this like Italian like steak that they pound out with the mountain. They bread the steak and fry it. Had the minestrone soup. It was like that place was ridiculous. And the cake there.
Yeah.
The cake. It's like building a house. This thing is like a foot tall, the slices of cake.
Yeah, and it really is a family, like, hey, like multiple generation. It's really like
I went up there, for those of you who don't know, a year and a half ago for my wedding anniversary to Monterey, Santa Cruz, all that stuff, and Jericho. Those are his old stomping grounds. So he hooked me up with a list of like 5 or 10 restaurants, and all the ones we chose to eat, they're home runs. See, that's how you're no longer a fat guy, so I could say this. But when I ask a fat guy where to eat, I know I'm in good hands. I know I'm in good, chubby hands. You know?
Come here. Hey, and like my dad would say, son, never trust a skinny cook.
Right.
So Roger that. Yep. That's real shit. But no, man, I wouldn't steer you wrong. If it ain't good, I wouldn't even tell you. If I tell you
that little like gas station sandwich shop or whatever, that was ridiculous.
Oh, Compaños. Yeah. And also the cakes there.
Yeah,
they get their cake from a place called Layers.
They make cakes there too. Yeah, shit,
crazy. Compaños is like a really good sandwich shop with weird potato chips that you never heard of.
Yeah, they had Zaps or whatever, those southern,
like all kinds of weird drinks. Like what is it, Mr. Jones soda, and like all this small batch mom and pop shit. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Right across from DLI.
Say it again.
Right across from the Defense Language Institute. So constant flow of young, hungry people with nowhere else to spend their money. Awesome.
Right. Yeah, I like this one YouTuber, Gareth Eats. He's a Southern Californian. He's in San Diego. And he's turned me on to a few awesome places here in San Diego. And he was in Tijuana, and he got a guy to give him a tour. And that's what the guy does. He's a stand-up comedian, Mexican guy. And he does tours down there. So I messaged the guy the other day. I'm going to go and try and spend a day with him and go to like 3 or 4 like Mexican places to eat and film a bunch of content. Because I've made shorts on this channel of like eating different tacos everywhere. And people really like those videos for whatever reason. So I guess I'll have
food.
I guess.
Delicious fucking food. That's what connects us all. We all got to eat. When I worked at Trader Joe's, you saw such a wide cross section of people because everybody has to eat.
That's right.
You know, no matter how much money you got or whatever, everybody got to eat. So you get everybody from psychotic homeless people who would strip their clothes off to a lady that would come in every Saturday in her convertible sky blue Bentley. So you ran the whole gamut.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tacos, dude. Everyone loves tacos. Tacos are outstanding. And there's all kinds of tacos.
My favorite is the
most
pink.
Americans, they know tacos dorados. That's what you're getting at Taco Bell, which is not a taco. That ain't Mexican food. But there's
it is.
There's a Mexican version of that, the homemade version. You take raw hamburger in a half circle, you put it on a raw corn tortilla, you spice it, and then you shut it, and then you deep fry it. Those are tacos dorados. That's what my grandma always made growing up. Those are so good. That's what I thought a taco was my whole life. I didn't have a Tijuana street taco, which are popular in the last 10 years. Across the country now, those are popular. I didn't have one of those till I was in high school when I went to Tijuana. I went to Tijuana a few times in high school. You're not supposed to do
to study.
Yeah.
You study abroad. That's what you're doing. You're studying
senior year, I think I went to Tijuana 3 times when I was a senior in 96. So, but I had a street taco there, and I'd never had one like that, and it was delicious.
Yeah. And isn't food better?
The little round ones that are flat, and then you pick them up, and then you eat them that way.
So simple. I was whatever meat, carne asada, El Pastor, whatever the meat, whatever onion, cilantro, a little squeeze of lime, like very simple, very good. Yeah. And for some reason, food tastes better when you eat it standing up.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but yeah, man, street tacos, crazy good. Like if America shut its borders to the rest of the world. What a dream that would be. We would be fine because we have the best food in the world.
Right.
in America.
Right.
Period. We have all the best chefs from around the world, all the best food from around the world that's been distilled through America and made better and added cheese to it or some shit. Like, America is the greatest food country in the world. Now, you could throw France. France could maybe say something. Italy could say something. Asia, Japan. You know, there's some heavy hitters out there. But we just have the mix of them all. Like we're the all-star team.
Right. We got the best from everywhere. Like, you can go to Italy and have great Italian food. You can't get good Mexican food in Italy, but you can get it here. You can get great Japanese food in Japan, obviously. Are you going to get great, some other food?
Fucking hamburgers. You can't even get a great burger in Japan.
I heard they don't do pizza well either in Japan. I heard it's like
they don't do pizza well in Sicily. Been there. Disgusting. See, America's version is better.
Shots fired. I would totally agree. Okay, so the thing on the right there that I've been just called the trompo. That is 400 layers of either chicken or beef or whatever marinated, and it spins, and then there's the flame on one side. Did you know that that is not Mexican? Do you know where that comes from? Does it remind you of another food?
Shawarma.
Shawarma. Lebanese Arabs moved to Mexico in the 1800s, a ton of them, and they did tacos al pastor. A pastor is a shepherd. These were Lebanese sheep herders, and they're Muslim, a lot of them, some Christian, and they didn't do it with pork. They would do it with lamb and stuff like that. So the trompo was introduced to Mexico by Arab people. I didn't know that till like a year ago. So it's funny that I'm a Mexican Arab, and my favorite taco is the al pastor. It's the taco of both my peoples combined. The Arab-Mexican taco is it's one of the greatest things in the world. So that's marinated pork with achiote, and it has pineapple and dude.
Oh yeah, it's and the juices from are running down, marinating all the other juices on the way down. Imagine the crispy bits on the outside.
Oh,
like
that's
the first cut.
They shave you the crispy bit. They come down the side. They catch it in the tortilla, and then it spins around and crisps up some more for the next guy. So when you go to order, you say, "Me das dos al pastor con todo." So please give me 2 al pastor con todo is what you say. Con todo means with everything. So that means I want the cilantro, I want the onion, and then guacamole if it has it. So
shove it all the way in. That's what I tell them. 2 al pastor, shove it all the way in.
Yeah, to the bristle.
You know what? Could you imagine? Here's the best, one of the best culinary scenarios humanly possible.
All right.
You are, let's say, a friend of somebody, and you're going to his family's ranch to, hang out with them, and they're having a party. It's somebody's birthday, and you show up, and you see his abuela come out there with her muumuu. Maybe there's a couple, grease spots on it from her cooking. She got the bingo arms. Oh, mijo, you look so flaco. I'm gonna feed you, and she brings you over to the fucking shawarma with some handmade tortillas, and she's just shaving that shit into the tortilla, passing them off to you, hot, fresh, a little chew on those fresh, fluffy tortillas. The meat's been cooking all day. Dude, take me now. As soon as I'm done eating about 12 of these tacos, I'm ready to go.
I lived that. I don't have to imagine it, Jerick. I could just remember little Gabe, 4 years old, at La Famosa Tortilla Factory and Mexican restaurant. My grandparents' Mexican restaurant opened in 1954 in Greeley, Colorado. I would hang out there before I was in school. I didn't go to preschool. So when I was 3 and 4, I would hang out at the restaurant all day because my mom and dad were working, and my dad was, graduate school, all that stuff. And I would wait at the end of the conveyor belt, tortillas coming out all day, hot. I'd grab a tortilla, roll it up, walk into the kitchen of the Mexican restaurant, and dunk the tortilla in the vat of red and orange taco meat. Just take a big greasy bite and then dunk it. And now the customers did not know that this little 4-year-old was doing this. You can't.
I was triple dipping. Yeah.
But I was quad dipping easy. And then I got adventurous one day. I grabbed this tortilla off the conveyor belt, hot, barely hold it. Go to the front of this is the greatest thing about your grandparents owning a restaurant. I go to the front of the restaurant, go under the cash register, and open the sliding thing where all the candy bars are. Take a Snickers, put the Snickers in the hot tortilla, roll it up. You got a dessert burrito, buddy. It was delicious. It was delicious. So, I had the run of that place. It was kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's, when you've had things like that. When you've been to the food mountaintop a few times, yeah, man, that no regrets, man, no regrets.
I think Heather's drunk. She drank an entire box of wine. She said Pizza Hut is the best.
That's the pinnacle of Italian cuisine. Is Pizza Hut.
I used to make it great. I worked at Pizza Hut in junior year of high school. I worked at Pizza Hut, and I worked there when they invented the stuffed crust.
Oh, I remember that. That was groundbreaking. I had to stuff
so many damn crusts before the dinner rush, and we make them by hand. It's not made by a machine. Like you make the dough rises, you roll it out, you make pizza crust, and then when that's ready, after a few hours of proofing, you roll the edges of the dough all the way around and stick a piece of string cheese. 5 or 6 pieces of string cheese is what we would stick in there. Yeah. So we would prep 50 or 100 of those before dinner service at the height of stuffed crust madness.
The popularity. Dude, that was fucking new. Like, wait, you put cheese where?
What?
You stuffed crust Pizza Hut pizza. So yeah, we were all like, what?
I remember for a minute there, if I remember right, Pizza Hut did something like a double deckeroni where it was like a thin crust, all the toppings of a pepperoni pizza, then another thin crust, and then all the toppings again. It's like, what is this?
That's America.
Yeah.
That's when the Pepsi still had regular sugar in it and everything was in a styrofoam container. Damn it.
That's right.
Oh man, that was the best. You know, one of my favorite things that my dad would make was fucking schnitzel.
Ooh,
because he was a cook in the army and he spent a couple years over in Germany, so he knew how to make like the real shit. And he came back with all these like German steins.
Can I make you a schnitzel?
Can I make you a schnitzel, sir? Dude, and he had like all these steins and shit that he brought back with like all these Bavarian landscapes on them and stuff. Real nice shit.
Nice.
And he would take I think it was a pork steak. Can't remember what cut. I'm sure I could Google it. But anyway,
you know, it's a cutlet a lot of times, and then
but you pound it to like the size of a bike seat.
Dude, I was pounding some pork the other
day. Sorry, but he would fucking pound it out like this big, and then flour it and fry it in fucking butter. Ooh. Dude, it would be this nice. You cut it in like the crust, meat crust. With some home fries and ketchup. Oh, dude, I was fucking.
Yeah. Can everyone tell me and Jericho used to be tremendously fat?
Dude, the food was crazy.
I think I'm not a drug guy. I've never done drugs. But I think the way we talk about food is like how druggies talk about their habit or something.
Yeah, like old crackheads talk about their first hit of crack. I was
listening to some guys with rehab on a podcast thing, and they were talking about one of the most exciting things about doing drugs. Do not do drugs. I don't do them. They're bad for you. Was the ritual. It was like buying the drugs and then like getting it home and then like getting the, you know, like if it's a needle or a pipe or whatever, getting that ready, laying it out, putting on the TV show, smoking, blah, blah. And like the whole ritual was so exciting. I guess I could see that. That's kind of like foreplay, right? It's like the anticipation, like, ooh, it builds the tension mentally. But I never thought about that with like drug people. I think there's something to be said about food. When you're really hungry and you're waiting and like you're at one of those restaurants where it's like, oh, it's going to be 45 minutes. You guys want to wait? Like, yeah, we'll wait because it's that good that you wait. I hate waiting
to eat,
but sometimes you wait and you're just thinking about the menu. You're looking at other things. This one's eating. I wonder if he's going to leave. And, you know, you're just kind of, I don't know, man.
Well, imagine going to your favorite takeout place and you're going to take the food back to your house.
Right.
Like getting the food, driving home, you're smelling it. You fucking get home, you get your drink, you know, maybe get your favorite cup with some ice in it, you know, crack the can or whatever, fucking pour the drink, sit down, fucking put on your show. There's a very ritualistic thing with that too. And I think there's something to be said for food. Like it's not quite like a drug because drugs you don't need to survive. Food you do need. Yeah. You don't need an excess amount of food, but it falls in that survival category. But, you know, dead is dead. Whether you overdose on crack or fucking die of a heart attack or have a stroke or whatever from your cholesterol, dead is dead. So I think something is to be said for, you know, I don't want to call it food addiction.
No,
is that?
I think
so.
Any behavior that gives you dopamine pleasure and helps you distract from your anxiety and your problems, That's a maladaptive coping strategy that usually formed in childhood from trauma and stress when you're little. And you're like, mom and dad got divorced. I'm alone. These cookies sure make me feel good. And you're only 4 or 5 when you discover this, and you don't realize how bad it is. You're just responding to the stimulus. Mm-hmm. But human beings, we're always trying to dodge pain and stress and all that. And part of being an adult is realizing I shouldn't ignore my pain and stress. I should confront it and do something about it. Something that is not gambling, whoring, drugs, or too much food or drinking. Yeah. Like I should do something good about it, or accept that I can't do anything about it. But to ignore it and paper over it with food and drugs, that's how you end up as super duper fat guys,
But you're not out here sucking dick for your favorite donut.
What kind of donut are we talking about?
Wait, is it old-fashioned glaze?
Whoa. Don't get crazy now.
We can work something out.
Put the donut down. Milk? There's no need to be crazy. Put the donut down. We both want to go home, Jericho. Put the donut down.
You don't have to suck dick for that, man. I'll give you one. Oh, all right. Well, since you got it
out. Well, if you were going to anyway, though.
We're all here. We're all here. I'll still take the donut, but I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
But man, I remember as a kid going with my dad to this other guy who had pigs. They trade and borrow trailers and transport the pigs, bring him one, take one, whatever. And they were talking, and he goes, "Hey, go in that barn in there." He's like, "You can have whatever you want." And there's this massive barn, like the size of a barn where you'd have like a party in it, just fucking giant barn. And it had all these big stainless steel round containers that were probably three feet deep. And they're all filled with these, like in a big mountain in the middle of Endermans. The donuts and shit, or the white box with the blue writing. Yeah, all of it. Brownies, cookies, donut holes, powdered donuts, chocolate donuts.
Wait, boxes cake. Or just like out of the box?
Boxes. Fucking coffee cake. Whatever the fuck they make.
With hundreds and hundreds of pastries.
All of his hogs.
Oh, it was left over from the grocery store. He got it cheap.
Yeah. There's like 15 of these containers with mountains of Endermans in them. And I just remember grabbing them, opening them, and taking a bite and just fucking tossing it behind me.
No, you had to do it like this. You had to open it. If you're going to be in there with the pigs, being the pig, I expect a snort out of you.
No, the pigs weren't in there. This is a separate building. The pigs are somewhere else. But it was this huge, he had tons and tons of acres. It was all flat, and there was all these, cages and pens and stuff, and this giant barn, man. And I remember he had a friend named Mrs. Wilson. We went to help clean up her house after the 89 earthquake. It was fucking destroyed. And she knew somebody at Berkeley Farms, just like she lived in Watsonville, which is about 30, 40 minutes from us. But where we live, we knew somebody at that Berkeley Farms facility. But we'd go there, and there'd be stacks, 6-7 foot stacks of milk crates full of milk and juice and yogurt and cottage cheese. If it was Christmas time, eggnog, fucking crates and crates and crates. And we'd get there, and it'd still be cold. And they'd be all stacked up outside of the pig pen. And so we'd walk by and grab one. What's this fucking, a quart of strawberry milk. Wow. Pop that bitch, chug it, fucking dump the rest of the pigs, grab another one. Orange juice. And orange juice has like the most sugar of all the fucking juices.
They give it to the diabetics for hypoglycemia.
Dude, right? Chugging it. Ice cream. My dad brought home 56 quarts of vanilla ice cream one time. And we had a big old one of those coffin freezers in the garage. Like half of it was full for like a year of fucking ice cream. We couldn't give the shit away.
Those little moments you remember when you're a kid of having a treat. I would drive with my grandfather to deliver tortillas. So we'd go to Denver, we'd go to Boulder, we'd go to Cheyenne, Wyoming. And we'd go to this one restaurant in Cheyenne right across the border from Colorado. And for whatever reason, the day my grandpa would deliver tortillas to this restaurant, the milkman would also come to deliver all the milk products to that restaurant. And I would always get excited because my grandpa would buy me a little chocolate milk or a little glass apple of apple juice off the guy's truck. Because the guy that sold the milk, he was allowed to sell like individual pieces, I guess. Or maybe he just gave it to my grandpa. No, my grandpa would buy it, I remember. And I felt so special that my grandpa would get me that little apple juice or chocolate milk. But I don't know, whenever I go like in a walk-in freezer, it's just like such nostalgia for me because I remember huffing the big things of tortillas in. You know how a walk-in freezer smells in a restaurant, or a grocery store. You know it smells. And when I go to Costco, there's a business Costco here in San Diego. It's awesome because you can buy the entire ribeye, not a steak, but you can buy the one that's like 15 steaks and then cut it yourself. Save a lot of money. Do that, guys. But they have definitely a meat and cheese thing that's probably bigger than a house. Like you go in this refrigerated room that's probably 2,000 square feet, filled with every kind of meat and animal you can imagine, cheese products. It's meat and dairy. And when I go in there and I smell that walk-in freezer, it's like I'm with my grandpa again. I don't know. It's an amazing memory.
Crazy, man. I'd go with my Uncle Charlie, and we'd ride in his 68 Pontiac Firebird, and the speedometer said 160. And he fucking.
You guys have to push the ladies away at the stoplights and stuff?
Dude, his foot was, and it was black with a white vinyl top and white leather interior.
68 Firebird?
68 Firebird. And the speedometer said 160, and his foot, I think, was 80% lead. Because it was warm. Dude, I don't care if it was light to light. Oh, dude, he's redlining that fucking thing. And he would back up our driveway at however fast you could go in reverse. He would fly up the driveway in reverse. Yeah, dude, that thing was fucking awesome.
Shit.
My buddy has one that he restored. His is blue. But man, yeah, that's the car right there. But when we go somewhere, we go to the auto parts store. I'd go to the dump with them, whatever. But we always stop and get a big red soda, and it came in a big glass bottle, and it was like a white label, and it said Big Red on it.
Yeah,
that was always the thing that I look forward to.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. I don't know. They're just these little. When you're a kid, everything is novel, right? Everything is new. It's like every day is you're doing something for the first time as a kid. And I think you have appreciation for it because, like, wow, I never had the Big Red soda. Wow, I never went here. Wow, I never went there. And man, we get so fucking cynical as adults. Yeah. So I've been trying to take it slower, like the last few years, but I've gotten a lot better at it in the last few months. But then Jericho will tell the audience, I'll text Jericho once a month or every other month that I'm just having a meltdown, that I'm depressed. I hate myself. What am I even doing with my life? Why isn't this working? And then now I'm ashamed of myself because I should be positive because I have so many amazing things in my life and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just going to and fro in my mind. Then I snap out of it after a day or so usually. So I don't know what that is, but,
life.
Don't ignore your mental health.
That's what it is.
Don't ignore your mental health. Let's see.
C'est la vie.
You ever hear of a K-Bob's restaurant? I've never heard of that. That's what Remdog is asking. K-Bob. Never heard of it.
Nope. I remember Kmart had a restaurant inside of it. That's how you know you're old as fuck. Your Kmart had a fucking restaurant in it. Right. Remember Saboros in the mall?
Yeah, Saboros. bottom rate Italian food at the mall. Yeah.
No, hell no. That shit was better than fucking Olive Garden.
I can't stand the Olive Garden because the food at the Olive Garden is fine. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just whatever. But it's so expensive for noodles. Noodles are very cheap, guys. Come on. What are you doing? You go to Olive Garden.
When you're here, your family.
I've been to Olive Garden twice in the last 20 years. I won't go because I can't pay that much for noodles. I'm sorry. It bothers me. But my mom wanted to go on her birthday when she was visiting town last month. So, because she saw a commercial on TV for this tenderloin tortellini something or other. So that's what she wanted to do. So on her birthday, I took her there for lunch. And I don't mind. It's one time. I'm not eating there every day. But damn, James, this place is out for noodles. If I'm paying a lot, I want a chunk of meat. I want a steak or something if I'm paying a lot. So
no pasta. That's it.
I'm get a meat sauce. No, go ahead. Say it again. I didn't hear
you. I said you'll get a meat sauce.
Okay. And now I'm pissed. See, I was in a good mood on the mics, but now I have to say something that I've been mad about for 20 years. Red Robin. You been to this burger place, this burger ripoff?
Once.
I've been to Red Robin once or twice. I don't remember. But I don't want to go back. And I'll tell you why. I was a young man in college, and I could eat like something else, And someone told me, probably Red Robin on their fucking commercial on TV, unlimited French fries. Everyone knows this, right? I've been there. The 2 times I went there, they never brought more fries. They never had. And it's all I was thinking before I went there because they got the steak fries.
Yeah.
They got the ranch to dip them in. They got the ketchup. They got all the stuff. They're just not unlimited. And they lied to me. Fooled me once. They fooled me twice. Not going back.
That's it.
That's it. Yep. You're done. You're done.
It's your fault if you go back. If you go back, it's your fault. You deserve it.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's why you were in there.
That's why I was there, by the way. You know who's like, we'll get out of food in a minute here, but on Sunday, I went to Chili's for lunch. I got a giant hamburger. It's like, 3 times the meat of a McDonald's burger with cheese, onion, pickles, lettuce, ketchup, like a good bun, really, really good French fries. And I got a chicken tortilla soup for $10.99. And it comes with a drink.
Damn.
$10.99. Look in your McDonald's app or the website right now and find out what a Big Mac, fries, and a drink. No soup, by the way.
$10.99 for the burger.
It's like $15 at McDonald's. I'm going to Chili's, better quality everything. Waiter, waitress, bathroom to wash my hands, napkins. I'm sitting at a table like a civilized human, not eating in my car, and it's like 30% cheaper. What's going on with McDonald's and all the fast food charging that much for way worse product? I don't know.
Because they're locked into the fabric of America. McDonald's you're gonna go there.
I won't go there for regular food now, McDonald's. I go for the app only, and it's like, get 1 double cheeseburger for $4 and add another for $1. I'll do that. I'll spend like $5-6 at McDonald's. That's it.
But for every one person to do that, there's 9 million people who are like, yep. And from the road, you're gonna go to McDonald's. Yeah. If you don't give a shit about your children, you're gonna go to McDonald's a lot. So there's people that go there multiple times a week.
Dude. It's really good, Chili's. It really is. I don't know.
Maybe they need to. What they need to do? They need to hire the same ad team that did the baby back. I want my baby back, back. So they need to come with another banger to get people.
Who needs to cross over? 2 of the most passionate commercial singing things ever is the guy that did the Pokemon theme song and the guys that did the baby back rib. They need to do some sort of crossover song.
I don't know
how it works, but they got to cross it over somehow.
I'm not a nerd.
The very best, like no one ever was. Don't. That's like, wow, that's a real song right there. That Pokemon song.
I don't know the Pokemon song, but I do know.
Kids. Did Pokemon pass by little kids that are not into it anymore?
My son wasn't into it.
When my kids were little, 20-something years ago, it's the biggest thing ever. Pokemon.
Yeah, this was the biggest thing in the world back then.
I don't know. I figured it was still big.
Pokemon's crazy. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. It just skipped over our house. Very Jewish.
I have a lot of Pokemon cards from like 1998, 99. I wonder if they're worth anything. I have no idea where they are. But I bought a ton of them for my kids when my kids were little, and they were so little they didn't really play with them, so we just kind of put them away. But I have like the OG first edition Pokemon cards. I need to go find those.
You should look them up. They were like fucking $50,000. You're like, hey,
I have Ken Griffey Jr.'s Upper Deck rookie card. I have a bunch of Ricky Henderson cards. I have quite a baseball card collection.
Oh, Ricky Henderson.
Ricky loves
stealing those bases. Did he die?
He died like 5 years ago or something, didn't he? Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Love Ricky Henderson. Yeah.
Damn.
Speaking of things from the old days, I want to bring this up, and I'm going to give you some homework, Jericho. We've got to review a movie on this channel. Now, the reason I haven't been reviewing movies is it takes a lot of time to get all those photos. And I'm busier than ever. My business is transitioning. I'm adding some new exciting stuff. I'm writing currently 2 scripts. I'm drawing another book. I'm taking an animation class from Disney legend Don Bluth. And I'm also in the men's group. I've got so much going on, and the photos just fell by the wayside. And I needed a break from it after 4 years. I want to review some movies again. Now, Jericho, can you find your way to a theater and watch The Killer this weekend? Because if you go watch The Killer, this is Chow Yun-fat and John motherfucking Woo. They invented Hong Kong action cinema. Now, it existed for decades before they did these movies in the 80s. But these 3 movies here are 3 of my favorite movies of all time. My son got me these on DVD for Christmas. They're re-releasing new DVDs. They're on Amazon Prime for rental right now for $3. And they put them back in theaters. You can see A Better Tomorrow was in March. Hard Boiled was in January, and The Killer comes out this Friday. I will be there Friday or Saturday. I'm going to go see that this weekend. You should check your local listings, Jericho, and see if you can see this, and we can review The Killer. I fucking love this movie. It's so good.
Maybe Friday, because this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, my daughter has volleyball in Sacramento. Okay. So, but maybe Friday. I remember Hard Boiled. Is that a re-release of the original Hard Boiled?
Oh yeah, these are re-releases of the 1980s movies. They're so good. I'm gonna put the link for you. I'm gonna text you the link, Jericho, to this website.
No, I like Chow Yun-fat. My introduction to him was the Replacement Killers.
Yeah,
with Mira
Sorvino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, he's got charisma for days. There's a Better Tomorrow, a Better Tomorrow 2, a Better Tomorrow 3, Hardball, The Killer, City on Fire, Prison on Fire. He did some bangers in the 80s, dude. Absolute madman. But
then in the late 90s, early 2000s, America finally got wind of John Woo, and he did a bunch of movies.
Yeah, he did Face Off. He did Hard Target with Van Damme. Come on.
Yep, 93.
With the mullet. So yeah, John Woo came over here and made some movies. And these are the special, special editions. They're in English, so you can, and they have subtitles and all that, but they're also in English. And a great, when you see them at the theater, they're in Chinese or Cantonese, Mandarin. I'm not sure which it is. I'm no expert on that, but they are subtitled. But after the movie ends for these special editions, I've been going to all of them. There's an interview with the director, John Woo, like a 20-minute interview after each movie, giving you really fun insight into process and things that happen behind the scene. There's a great thing he showed in Hard Boiled where Chow Yun-fat is running down the hallway of the hospital when the terrorists are blowing it up. And in the movie, he throws his gun and runs with the baby. And he said that he set off the bomb, the director, on purpose ahead of time to scare the actor to get it more authentic. So in the movie, you see him running and he throws his pistol and goes, and runs because he wasn't expecting this big explosion. So yeah, if you wanna check out an awesome series of movies, go look at the 1980s Chow Yun-fat John Woo movies. Ringo Lam directed some really cool movies too, a couple with Chow Yun-fat. It's just awesome shit.
Dude, young Chow Yun-fat.
Right. If you want to know why I make stuff like All-American Lawman, why I'm making The Citizen, that's my newest book. I'm currently writing the script. I've done a bunch of concept art. You guys are going to effing love The Citizen. Here's The Citizen. I'll give it to you in the shortest description. Falling Down, okay, The Punisher, and Death Wish. That's The Citizen. Okay, that's what it's about. It's a man in contemporary time. He's had enough. He's not CIA, FBI, former Delta Force. He's none of that. He's like you, Jared. Well, no, you're former military, damn it. Pretend you weren't former military.
But I wasn't like special ops and shit.
Well, that's what you say.
No, I mean it.
You might have been naval intelligence like Casey Ryback or something like that. You know? He might have been doing clandestine.
He was just a chef, man.
Yeah,
that's all he was.
Dude, Hardboiled is nuts. You're so right. None of the mics are. If you want to see one of the greatest action scenes ever filmed, the opening sequence of A Better Tomorrow, the shootout in the tea house, it's got to be seen to be believed. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. Hardboiled might be his most famous Chow Yun-fat. Of these three, it's my least favorite, and it's still awesome. But I think I like A Better Tomorrow the best. I think A Better Tomorrow is amazing. If you love a guy that's let me talk about Burt Reynolds for a minute so I can talk about Chow Yun-fat. I had never, ever, ever seen a Burt Reynolds movie till 3 weeks ago. Not once. I didn't realize.
Insane.
You told me to watch Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yep.
Then a week ago or 2 weeks later, I watched Hooper. The one where he's the stuntman at the end of his career in Hollywood and the young stuntman comes in. You've seen Hooper?
No.
Okay. I like it better than Smokey and the Bandit, and I love Smokey and the Bandit. So go check out Hooper. And
well, it sounds heavier than Smokey and the Bandit.
It's funny. It's the same tone, dude. It's the same tone. It's comical, but it's action-packed, but it's also heartfelt. There's some heavy shit in that movie. So and it is a little more serious than Smokey and the Bandit because there's some heavy family stuff going on. But it's still played for laughs, the whole thing. And it gets kind of cartoony a little bit at a couple moments. But Hooper was awesome. Hooper, the stuntman, who's all fucked up back. And, he's in his 40s now, and he's been doing this too long. He's going to get killed doing stunts. And then I watched The Longest Yard like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And I thought that was great, that movie. Loved it. So
I like the...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I say all that about Burt Reynolds to say this. I'm watching Burt Reynolds. My son walks through the living room, and I said, hey, I never seen this Burt Reynolds guy before. Known who he was my whole life because he was so famous. I saw him as a child just on TV and things. I said, this guy was Harrison Ford before Harrison Ford was Harrison Ford. He's super handsome. He's just cool. and he's charming, and he's just alpha male, but like in the most relaxed, confident way. He's just cool. He's just the cool guy you want to be around. Chow Yun-Fat, same guy. $1 million smile, cool as a cucumber. The ladies love him. The guys want to be him. Chow Yun-Fat has so much swagger, it's fucking ridiculous. Just like Burt Reynolds, just like Harrison Ford, just like Toshihiro Mifune from those Akira Kurosawa movies in the 50s. These guys, they just got swag forever. You just want to be their friend. You just want to be cool with this guy, you know? So, yeah, The Killer, can't wait to see it this Friday.
Yeah, I like that artwork, how it's the pictures inside of the blood spatter.
Yeah, these are brand new posters. They
Yeah,
were just commissioned in the last year, so these are not the original posters.
But I like the retro look, because I mean they are older movies, but it's really coming through, like it looks older, but still looks really cool.
Right.
Chow Yun-Fat, he used to be a model, and
good looking dude. Tall,
yeah, very handsome dude.
Frame, you have great smile.
You kind of have the two Burt Reynoldses. You have young Burt Reynolds with no mustache, baby face, handsome dude. But then you have like the 80s, the mustache, or I should say late 70s into the 80s with Smokey and the Bandit. The Longest Yard, I think, was before Smokey and the Bandit, but that was the baby face Burt Reynolds. And I like the original Longest Yard better than the remake with Adam Sandler.
Never seen the remake. Never seen it.
It's cool. It's a good Adam Sandler movie. I mean, it's what, 2005. So you're going back over 20 years. So it's a funny movie. The new Adam Sandler is fucking trash, but the one that we all know and love, it was pretty good. But compared to the other one, and the other one was more serious. But Chow Yun-Fat in fucking Replacement Killers with Mira Sorvino, that was the first one that I ever saw. And with Smokey and the Bandit, that's one of the greatest movies ever made. And
awesome movie. Yeah.
Awesome. And Jackie Gleason, that was kind of the second coming of his career, or the second wind of his career.
Yeah.
Was in Smokey and the Bandit. I think he was in Cannonball Run.
When we get home, I'm gonna punch your mama in the mouth.
Yeah, he was that was
some bitch.
Shit. That's some bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, and he met the black chef, and he's like, "Oh, you sounded tall on the radio." Dude, so funny. But he was known for
like the deputy. What's this world coming to?
Yeah, dude. But he was known as the Honeymooners before that. 25 years before that, he was known as what was his name? Ralph Cramden.
Right. One day, Alice, he was known. To the moon.
Right in the kisser. And him, and what was his buddy's name?
Oh, what? He was just kind of a dopey guy, and he wore.
And he'd always fucking. He told him to do something, and he'd like fix his sleeves, and he'd fix his hat, and pretty soon he'd go, "Just do it already." He's like, "Oh, all right, Ralph, all right." What was his buddy's name?
I don't know.
None the Miser. I know you know this. Tell us in the chat, None the Miser.
Yeah, Rem Dog or None the Miser. They always know this. Look at Chow Yun-Fat lighting the cigarette with a $100 bill though. With the
that's illegal.
Like he's so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Look at him here. This is the tea house shootout. Jumping off the sliding down the rail of the stairs with 2 pistols.
You didn't see that shit in American action movies.
No.
Now we had our over-the-top shit.
They came up with this.
Hey, but we had our over-the-top. We had our Schwarzenegger. We had our Stallone. We had our crazy over-the-top action movies, but nothing so choreographed, so quick, so dangerous.
Oh, it's awesome.
It was like, what are you guys doing over there in Asia? And then, now it's common, the John Wicks of the world and all this crazy shit. But this was like, whoa, what the fuck? And like those angles, look at the close up on the gun. It makes the gun look huge.
Right.
Dude, yeah, Norton. Man, it was Norton.
Right.
Dude, Norton, I remember he'd always fucking be doing something. Just keep doing it until he pissed Ralph off. That was so funny. Great TV.
Yeah.
Norton.
Yeah, I couldn't recommend these movies more though, dude. They're so awesome.
Crazy.
If you want to know what makes Big Man Comics' brain ticking, what makes all that, this is so influential to me. I mean, I named this show Double Impact as an homage to the movie Double Impact Van Damme. There's just something about the 1980s in action. Commando, It was 1992, but the Street Fighter video games, you know, just everything, obviously, all the Rambo, the Terminator, all of it.
Yeah, just crazy.
It was a decade.
Lethal Weapon.
It was
There's
a decade
so many
from the early 80s. It wasn't 1980. It was more like 82, 83 until like 92, 93. So it's still a decade technically. It just straddles two different decades.
Dude, we could even start it at 85.
You could start it that late, I suppose.
You start at 85 or 84. Right. I think 84 is the perfect
That might
spot.
be the cutoff. Something like that. It's nebulous.
Yeah, 83, 84. Because Rocky 3 was what, 82? All right, we'll start in 82.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go 82, 92. And there could be some spillover. We can find something in 79.
So much heat.
Yeah.
So much heat in that span. Yeah. So much. Oh my goodness.
Jackie Gleason in The Hustler with Paul Newman as Minnesota Fats. Wow. One of the great names of a character, Minnesota Fats, dude. He was a pool hustler. Have you ever seen The Hustler with Paul Newman?
No.
Go check it. It's awesome. It's awesome. And you know the movie Risky Business from the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
With Tom Cruise and
Tom Cruise.
That's a sequel. The character Paul Newman plays in the 80s there is the same character from 30 years previous in The Hustler. So it's the same guy. You know, he's the pool hall hustler. So yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Minnesota Fats. That's a fucking great name. You know, it's like Indiana Jones's less successful brother. You know.
Yeah, but he's still doing all right though. You know what I mean? Like he's not quite Indiana Jones, but he's good.
Would you rather be like a mid-tier famous guy or a big fish in a little pond? You know what I mean? Because you could imagine the guy that wins like the Minnesota regional like bowling champion.
Yeah.
He's still getting ladies in that world. He may not have a pick from all of them, but in his world, in his tribe, he picks. He's big king shit.
So, and if you're a single man, yeah, you'd be totally fine living there. Big fish, little pond, you'd be totally fine with that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Just be the big dog in your neighborhood. That's it. You know?
Man. So, and not only that, not just the Il Nana, but all the free shit you get, all the hey, all that kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, you're the man. Right. But I don't know, that could give you a false sense of ability, like a false sense of how good you really are.
Well, if you got to the big leagues, then you'd find out like,
but that crash back down to earth, that's gonna hurt, you know.
None of Miser points out I got my early Tom Cruise movie titles flipped. I said Risky Business. That is the one where he creates the whorehouse in his house when the parents are away. Wrong movie. The Color of Money is the sequel to that.
That was late, like the late 80s, I think. That was like 88, 89. Color of Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I got my
Tom Cruise is the bartender.
Oh, right? Cocktail.
Cocktail, that's what it was.
Cocktails with Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger's the other bartender. Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Wes Craven? Not Wes Craven. Robert Englund. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What was that show? I think he hosted like some kind of spooky show or some shit.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
I feel like you're right about that. Then they made New Nightmare on Elm Street, but he wasn't in it. The guy from Watchmen was in it instead.
Well, yeah, because there was a TV show. Maybe he was the host of that. Because there was a TV show for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
I think if we had to like a hard cutoff, like no outside draft picks, I think if we went 84 to 94, we'd be okay.
Okay.
Because then you're getting just some of the best movies made, the best TV.
You know what today is? Today is like the 47th or 45th or something anniversary of one of my favorite movies of all time that we will review eventually. We get back to reviewing. Romancing the Stone, Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner. That and again, Turner. If you want to know about the dynamic of the way I love to write men and women, romantic relationships, it's based a lot off of that dynamic. I saw that movie young. I was 9 or 10. My stepdad Larry, he had that on VHS, and I watched Romancing the Stone, and I loved the adventure. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But yeah. Today is 42 years today. Romancing the Stone, a movie no studio believed in. Robert Zemeckis made it. Okay, here's the connection here. And it went on to make like $100 million. It says it on there. It cleared $100 million off of like a small budget. And then Robert Zemeckis, the director, was allowed to like make whatever the hell movie he wanted. So he decided to make a movie that he and Bob Gale, Bob Zemeckis and Bob Gale had this movie they've been trying to make in Hollywood for years that nobody wanted to make. A little movie called Back to the Future. So you have Romancing the Stone to thank for Back to the Future. If you haven't seen Romancing the Stone, Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, such a wonderful Sam and Diane, like sexual energy, the amazing polarity. There's such a beautiful polarity between the masculine and the feminine where they're both just hitting on all cylinders. You got the toady Danny DeVito, the evil Colombian drug lord, like military general. So many great characters. What a fantastic movie. Love this movie. We'll definitely have to check it out.
And Michael Douglas has the looks and the acting chops to pull off that character.
Oh yeah, Jack T. Colton. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, what a life Jack T. Colton has. So Jack T. Colton is this American guy, and he is a man of like adventure down in South America, and he captures exotic birds and I guess illegally sells them to America and Europe and all that. And you know, you and I, Jericho, we're married. And you know, I'm very grateful to be married. Wife, kids, it's bliss. It's a wonderful thing. But there's that part of your masculine identity that yearns for adventure and freedom. You know what I mean? And when you're pushing the trash cans out at night because the next morning is trash day, and you're getting an oil change on your wife's car, and you're cleaning up something in the backyard because you want your house to look nice, you're like, I could just move down to Mexico and rent out jet skis to beautiful female tourists. And like, you know, I could go see expat. Just be the expat and just live in that life of exotic whatever. But you got to come back down to earth. You can't just,
Yeah, always wearing Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah. Hawaiian shirts and unbuttoned with no shirt under it.
Yeah.
Board shorts and flip-flops.
Like a fedora, like some kind of like Cuban drug runner hat.
Yeah, and your nose is just a little reddish tan because you're always at the beach.
And you know everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You're plugged
Jericho! Mr. Jericho! Buenos dias, senor. You know.
Hey, buenos dias, Roberto.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you're plugged into everything. You help people out.
Move down to Mazatlan or move down to Puerto Vallarta or something like that, and just like, what an adventure it would be. I think marriage works. For what worked for me is getting married so young is you build something from nothing. I'm working at Toys R Us. She's a waitress. We're dirt poor. We're, eating the ramen, living check to check, driving beat up cars, paying bills late, but paying them. And, you eventually get out of it. And then you own a really nice house right by the beach in California. And, we built our lives. But I got married so young. I never had those adventures as a young man. You know what I mean? I was married months after high school, So I never had those adventures, those crazy times. When I was in high school, I behaved. I never went to one party, not once in high school. I wasn't a party guy. Didn't drink, didn't do drugs. I wasn't that guy. I did go to a party once and wait outside in a car to pick up some friend that was at the party. So that was my partying in high school. So
I didn't go to too many parties in high school, maybe a few times. I got invited to way more parties than I actually went to. But a few times I went to parties, did some drinking. I was never like the super fucked up dude. When we went out for my 16th birthday, I went camping with my friends. We got fucking smashed that night. But nothing crazy. A couple times in my 20s, and when I was in the Navy, we did some crazy drinking and shit overseas. Fuck yeah. Did some partying in my early 20s, but then that was it. Nothing crazy.
How long you been married? About 17, 18 years now?
Yeah. 17.
Do you ever feel the call of the wild? Do you ever feel it still, like, just want to get out? And I don't mean women. That's not what I mean. It's not what I don't mean, but it's not what I mean necessarily. I mean, that adventure as a man, like, just, I don't know, just getting out there.
I had that, though. I was in the wild. I was the one in the wild calling to other people.
Yeah, join the Navy, see the world. I guess you did.
I was in the wild. I was in the distance howling, and I did it. That's what I mean, like, just like food. I partied, I did all that shit. I did some drugs, you know, like on low level shit. I did shrooms, coke, did meth once. Ugh,
Now hold on. Now
that
hold
shit was
on.
crazy.
The mushrooms, the psychedelic stuff has always puzzled me. Because I'm an artist, and a lot of artists use, mind altering whatever, dude, to help them paint or draw better. I don't believe in any of that. I like whatever, like go ahead. But okay, so you take these mushrooms, and look at my wife. Why is my wife in the chat every time we're talking about anything like this?
Oh,
what do you mean?
I think she's like the NSA. She has like flagged words that are flagged.
Oh, when it flags certain words, then she gets an alert on her phone.
She gets a notification. Yeah. Zzz, zzz, a little red light flashes on her phone.
Yo, honey, you'll have to go back and watch the show. I can't just re-explain the last 10 minutes.
That motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for you when you get out of your office.
Oh shit. She's on the other side of the door right now. Waiting. Fucking waiting. Coming with a frying pan.
Adrian, I was talking about soaring. Remember I talked about soaring like an eagle? I'm talking to my wife directly right now. I talk to you about sometimes I just want to soar, like an eagle, free,
like an eagle.
High,
spread your wings,
look down on the earth with nothing but contempt. Look at that stupid earth. Can't even fly like me, And
she's down there. There he is. The fucking shotgun. Get down here. No, but shrooms were fun, but you have to be in the right mindset. If you're not like
did you see like rainbows, man, and all this? Is that how that really works?
No, that's acid. Acid's a really strong shit. That's what's always too scary for me. Shrooms were more like entry level. But you get some visuals, like the stuff you see is just exaggerated. You're not seeing stuff that's not there. But I remember, so I took the shrooms and then they hit me when I was at the party. And me and my buddy were sitting across the living room. We're at our other friend's apartment. We're sitting across from each other on separate couches. And we look each other, you lock eyes for a second. And then we just start laughing so fucking hard. Like in a Batman cartoon where like they get a hold of the Joker gas and they laugh until they die.
With the laughing gas.
Laughing like that, like side splitting, stomach pain. I had to get up and leave the room, like crazy laughter. So I go in the bathroom to take a piss, and my buddy had this like underground, like Finding Nemo kind of print on his shower curtain.
Oh no.
And so out of the corner of my eye, like the fish starts swimming like that and shit. And the toilet, dude, I looked down to take a piss, and the toilet looked like it was this big, and I was like 10 feet tall. I was like, how am I gonna piss in that, man? But that was cool. I did ecstasy a few times. That was cool. That was fun. But that was it. I kind of dipped my toe, and I'm good. You know? I drank overseas. I had a couple wild fucking times before the Navy. So yeah, I'm all right.
Before he was married, Mrs. Green, if you're watching, like my wife.
Yeah, we just party and drinking and shit. Went to some strip clubs.
You told me. You told me one of the worst stories I've ever heard in my life that we're not going to talk about on here.
Oof.
So, that was something.
That's something, right?
That was something.
Young man.
Gracious me.
Young man out there. And I shudder to think, I was 17. What if my son is in that same situation at 17?
Not
but
good.
I was a good 17-year-old.
You were a good boy.
I was
a
good
bad
kid.
Cousin. That's what it is. The bad cousin comes over and wants to do bad things.
But my son is it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission kind of kid.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Isn't
Got
that
from
interesting?
his mom. Got that from his mama.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in for it.
I don't know. Well, I was going to say also about Robert Zemeckis. So he gave us Romancing the Stone, one of the best ever. And then that led to Back to the Future. But Robert Zemeckis also gave us the masterpiece that is Roger Rabbit. My good friend, the great Bill Frake, who I do my other show with, he animated a bunch of that. And if you go to Disneyland right now, today, go there. Go to Disneyland. See if I care. If you go there today, you go to Toontown, which is all the way in the back. My friend Bill Frake designed a lot of that. He did a lot of the concept sketching for the Toontown that you will go stand in and live in and enjoy. He did a lot of that. So very proud of my friend Bill. Quite an accomplished guy. Did a lot of stuff. There's an amazing YouTube channel called LA in a Minute. I love this guy. And he does these 1-minute YouTube shorts of, hey, the French dip was invented in LA. Hey, LA's 6th Street Bridge. Here's the history. Hey, LA used to be filled with orange groves. He just did an 1.5-hour interview with Bob Gurr. Bob Gurr is a engineering Imagineer, one of the OG people who worked for Walt Disney to build Disneyland. And they basically say if it moves at Disneyland, Bob Gurr helped design it. He was an engineering wizard. He'd been taking apart things and putting them back together since he was a little boy, born back in the 20s or he's almost 100. He's like 90-something years old. Sharp as a tack. So I just listened to the interview this morning while I was drawing some stuff. And he did the big King Kong at Universal Studios that ended up being destroyed in that fire. He did a bunch of stuff in Vegas, that pirate ship thing at Treasure Island. But he was like an industrial designer who would design rides and attractions and all that. So if you have a chance, LA in a Minute is the YouTube channel. And he talks all about the history of Los Angeles. But Bob Gurr, one of the original Disney Imagineers, amazing life story. Amazing. So let's see. Castaway and Forrest Gump.
I was going to say Forrest Gump too.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Did you like Forrest Gump? I always kind of didn't like it.
I like Forrest Gump. I think Jenny is a fucking villain.
Yeah.
I like Forrest Gump. Jenny.
There's something about it. I don't know. There's something about Forrest Gump I didn't like. Not sure.
Came out when I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah. That was the year I think Pulp Fiction should have won Best Picture and Forrest Gump won it instead.
94, yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I've really started to dislike Tarantino movies almost completely. And I always disliked most of them. But I just realized like his movies, and I've always kind of thought this, but I really just like kind of admitted to myself, like his movies are filthy for the sake of being filthy. It's not being realistic. It's like when you're 15 and you're cussing extra to like feel big or something, you know? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about his writing and his plots and his acting and over the top. And it's like, okay, I was 15 once too. So I don't know. As I've gotten older, those Tarantino movies have not aged well for me. So
I always felt like his movies were just a little too esoteric. Like you had to be in the in crowd to like get them or understand them. And I don't know. I always felt like I wasn't in that cool kid group to understand. Like Reservoir Dogs. I think that movie's fucking stupid.
I was gonna say that's his only great movie in my opinion. I love Reservoir
Dogs. I saw it like once or twice. I don't get it. Fuck that movie.
What don't
Pulp
you get
Fiction
about
was
it?
cool. I don't know. I don't really remember. I remember somebody got their ear cut off and got gasoline poured on it. They all had names that were colors.
Mr. Pink, Mr. White, Mr. Blonde.
Yeah, Michael Madsen.
Mr. Brown.
Was Buscemi in it?
Yep. He was the one who was going on and on about how he didn't tip because he thought tipping was a ripoff and a stupid cultural custom. And
what's the name? The other guy, the little British dude.
Tim Roth.
Yeah, who's, hey, calm down, honey bunny, in
right.
Pulp Fiction.
You got Harvey Keitel. You've been shot in the gut. You're gonna be all right. Yeah. So
in the gut. Yeah. So great cast.
Chris Penn. Chris Penn is there as well.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Chris. I think the last 2 or 3 months of his life, he would go to the same restaurant and drink a bottle of Jack Daniels, or a steak and a chocolate milkshake every night.
That's not.
Oh, that's how you go out. Damn. I mean, you keep the Jack Daniels, but good steak, maybe throw in some onion rings or something, and a chocolate shake. Yeah, dude.
Jackie Brown, never seen it. Never seen it.
Jackie Brown was alright. I didn't like Robert De Niro in it. I like Robert De Niro. He's a fucking idiot. But this is way before that. Jackie Brown's not one of my favorites. Had some good parts.
Who's my Robert De Niro? Huh? It's pretty good De Niro.
Fucking De Niro. See, shit like this. This is one of the many things that was great before the internet. I remember as a kid, every Friday night we'd watch the lineup on NBC. And it was like Golden Girls, Empty Nest, 227, Hunter, like just had this amazing fucking lineup. And like the TV Guide, tabloid magazines, like People magazine and shit at the grocery store, or you're standing there waiting to pay. Like where we got our information about celebrities was very limited. It was very curated. Because if you read an article about them in People, it's going to be real fluffy and nice.
Yeah,
or maybe it's
manager people work with the reporter to get access.
Yeah, it's Betty White, posing with like 8 Cocker Spaniels because she loves animals or whatever. It's whatever they want you to think these people are, and I actually admire that. I actually prefer celebrities to be not on a pedestal, but very limited about what I know about them. Like I just want to see when they're
idealized like that. Like he's the guy that does the thing in the movie, and I don't really need to know anything about it.
Yeah, I see you on TV, and then if I see you in print, it's another puff piece about you, or oh, he's from where? Oh, it's cool. It's wow, I didn't know his parents were. Yeah, okay, it's little tidbits. I don't want to see you at 2:00 in the morning on your phone in your fucking mansion with an echo in it. You know what? Like systemic racism. Like, oh, dude, what the fuck now? Now that you've pulled the curtain back, now that I see what you really are, I can't. You're retarded. You're an idiot. You're a pervert or whatever. You're supporting that. Now you're fucking it all up. You're getting your chocolate in my peanut butter. I wanted you to just stay over there. Like I view you from afar. From here looks great. From here looks like your life is awesome and everything's cool and whatever. But now I got all up close. Now I can see all your imperfections. Now I can see what you're really like. I see you without your makeup. I see you outside of your element.
It's the same reason strip clubs are dark inside. Okay? It's the reason it's dark with purple and pink neon lights. Can you imagine if those gentlemen's clubs had the big white operating light from the emergency room or the dentist?
Walgreens lights. Just buzzing, you hear the fluorescent light.
It had the NFL
buzzing.
Stadium lights. Like
all you hear in the distance is
yeah. I don't think anybody would. Yeah,
no.
It's good to leave a little something to the imagination.
Turn those fucking lights off. Then screw those light bulbs. Like 80% of the lights in here. Fuck. Yeah, man. No bueno. I don't want to see all that. I don't want to see your imperfections. I don't want to see your cellulite.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, from here.
Is that a mole? What is that?
You're slim and trim. Or I don't want to see anything on you that's on me. Like just be and be okay with that too, you son of a bitch. I don't want to hear anything about I have a right. I know you do. I have a right to go and stand in front of a Klan rally. Is it a good idea? Probably not. Yes, you have a right to tell me what you think about climate change. But should you? Keep that to your inner circles. Keep that to your cocktail parties and your $15,000 dress.
I think
stay rich. Be rich and shut up.
All that culture war stuff. I used to comment a lot on it on the internet. And I have zero interest in commenting on it now. Like, oh, this video game is woke, or this comic book is woke, or this movie, TV show. And I used to comment on it a lot. And I've just burned out on all the politics and all the culture war. And I hate to say it, like, I just don't even care anymore. Like, I have my opinion. I hate that stuff. I think it's wrong. But I don't care to comment anymore because I think to myself, what good does it do me? Like, what good does it do me personally to say that? So I'll get some likes on Twitter. What do I do with the likes? So I like take them into, can I cash them in at my local bank or something? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Like, what's the point? Like, who cares? I feel like as an entertainer, I guess my job is to just make better entertainment. If I think they suck, I don't need to say it. I just need to make something better. That's how I feel about it now. And I wasn't that way before. I used to think it was really important to say something. And I don't know. I felt like after all, I was like, well, am I adding anything to this? Is this helping anything? Me saying anything? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Because that's your whole job is political commentary. But that's your job. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. So me as an entertainer, I don't know. Is that how it breaks down for me? I don't know. I don't know. Something I've been thinking about a lot lately. But you'll notice if you look at my social media, I don't even comment on it. You know what videos I love making that I have the most fun making? It's just normal talk like this with you, normal talk like with Bill, my animator friend, and doing like taco reviews in Tijuana. That's what I want to do with my social media. and then promote my books and all that. I don't want to talk about the latest woke Star Trek or whatever. Fucking, I don't care.
I did see one from Star Trek that got canceled the other day. I'm not going to talk about it, but I just happened to see it.
No, you can. You're free to speak anything you want.
It was a fat white lesbian, an alien that was obviously a black chick under the makeup, and then some woke white lady with like shoulder length, crimped hair, like curly hair, and some dark rimmed glasses, and like, yeah, like whatever, you know, like whatever you guys want to do. Like, I'll just say I'm white, I'm stupid, I'll be quiet, you know, I'm straight and white, I'll shut the fuck up. You, the lesbian and the black lady, you figured out. Like, it's and it's getting canceled because who the fuck wants to see that trio
right
on the screen? A lesbian, a portly lesbian, a black chick who's only there because she's black.
How dare you? How dare you say that?
She's
also there, Jericho. It's not because she's black. It's because she's black and she's fat. Get it right.
Oh yeah, that's true too. But it's not because she's, or I don't have a problem with that, obviously, because she's black, but it's because that's the only reason she's there, is to make a point, is to push an agenda, is to fucking make a statement.
Is to prove that outer space isn't racist.
Dude, you know what I fucking heard the other day? Bruce Springsteen's advertisement for his concert. And it was like, we're bringing consciousness to social justice. I'm like, is this a concert? Are you going to be singing Born in the USA? Or are you going to sing some new shit you wrote against Trump? Like, what kind of fucking concert is this going to be? That sounds so fucking boring. And you know the tickets are going to be high as giraffe pussy.
And before he ever came out as a political guy, Bruce Springsteen sucks. He's always sucked. That music sucks, dude.
But he had his gimmick. I respect his gimmick. It was the 80s. You had the white t-shirt, the jeans, you know, the ball cap, born in the USA, you know, from a small town. I respected your hustle. But again, you came down from the hill and now you're right in front of me and I can see all the imperfections in your face and in your fucking opinions.
He has a song about Minneapolis. Dude.
I know.
I don't know anything about this, but I can only tell it's about Somalians and maybe George Floyd and gay people.
But if you're in your 50s or 60s and you were listening to him in your bedroom in 1984, is that what you want to hear? Or do you want to hear the hits?
No.
I want to hear the fucking song you wrote this year.
I stick to Huey Lewis, Phil Collins, the Beach Boys, Bryan Adams. I just stick to those guys. They tend not to bother anyone with their politics, you know.
Yeah, those are
rock,
you know, and that's but I'm glad that it kind of forces us to go backwards and reach back to those times for good entertainment without bullshit in it. Because you have shit like that was just entertainment. You know, it's hip to be square, whatever the fuck they're singing about.
Right.
That's all I want. That's it.
Yeah.
And they're like the meal that you order, the same meal you order at the same restaurant for 20 years. Because I know it's going to be delicious. I know I'm going to like it. That's why I listen to that stuff. I know I'm going to like it. I know it's good.
Right.
I don't got to watch out for any fucking bones or anything in this because it's going to be good. It's not going to be chock full of your. And what the fuck are you complaining about? How much money do you have? Shut up and buy expensive shit.
I do like movie stars and singers and all these jillionaires saying that millionaires have to pay their fair share.
Dude, don't you realize that's you? They're going to bend you over, you dumbass.
Right. Well, I don't know. Let me show you this. This is what I'm more interested in doing with my social media. Now, The Unstoppable Tyrus is a 120-page graphic novel. I illustrated the entire thing on my iPad in this software called Procreate. It's $10. The great thing about Procreate is it makes a video file of every page you draw. So this is the kind of stuff I'm going to do. I'll turn the music down, but this is going to be like a minute-long video, and it just shows you going from pencil to ink, and that's it. Just showing some process stuff. Maybe I could do some voiceover on some of these, but I got 120-something pages worth of material here that I can just show people how this stuff is drawn. And I got all kinds of other stuff I've drawn and done. But I think, I don't know. I think since it's a YouTube short, an Instagram reel, it's only a minute and a half. You don't have to commit to watching me talk for 7 hours straight. I think that'd be a fun thing for people to do. If anyone in the chat has an opinion on this kind of content on social media, let me know, because I want to invest some time in it. I made 2 really good videos. And no, you just throw some music behind your drawing, and there you go. And people can see how it works. But yeah, I think that's it. And at the start of the video, I'll have the colored final image, and then just show people how it all came together. I don't know. What do you say? What do you think of that?
It's good. Anything like that that's compact, powerful. That's how people want it. Give it
maybe at the middle of the video, I could have flashing words that say the rich have to pay their fair share. I could have that flashing the entire time.
Well, what you want to do to sell things to people, you want to lecture the shit out of them first.
Hey, Jericho, you're not a good person, and I'm a good moral person, and I'm actually a hero. And that thing you believe makes you worse than Hitler. You're actually a Nazi, racist, homophobe. And I'm not, because, well, I'm anti-fascist. So since I called myself anti-fascist, that means you're fascist. How hard is it to come out against fascism, dude?
And I want you to buy my stuff. Thank you. Like, well, no, I don't want to fucking buy it now. You call me a piece of shit. Now you want me to buy your stuff? They're so fucking dumb. But just to put a bow on this, if you want to go see Bruce Springsteen in San Francisco, which sounds like a fucking nightmare, it's going to cost you at least $450, all the way up to $2,000.
He's a real man of the people
per ticket. Yeah,
real man of the people charging $400.
If he was, do it for free. Do your tour for free because you're serious about your message, right? You can handle it.
Vernon Hampton, I'm sorry, what did I click on? No idea, friend. No idea what you're talking about. You talking about the show? You clicked on the best show on the internet. That's what you clicked on if you're talking about this.
On Earth. This is the best show ever filmed.
Yeah. So you gonna go see Bruce?
Ever filmed.
You gonna go see Bruce?
Yeah, I'm fucking buying my tickets right now. I'll buy you 2.
What was the last concert you went to?
I was probably at a comedy show, but like music,
yeah.
Fuck, I don't even know.
It's been a while, huh?
I don't even know. Been a lot of comedy shows, but
would your wife like to go to a concert? Maybe you should take her to one.
Oh yeah, she loves that kind of stuff.
The last concert I went to was in October. I went to Al Jardine and the Pet Sounds Band. Al Jardine is one of the last 2 living original Beach Boys, and he has his own band. And then Mike Love, the other Beach Boy, he has his own band. So they got like dueling bands, and they tour the country and the world. And Al Jardine came to town in October, and I went and saw him at this theater. And it's crazy because I go with my wife, and we're like, I'm 47, we're both in our late 40s, and we're like the youngest people in there.
No, so that's my kind of place.
Yeah, and it's funny. The concert was early. I think the concert started like at 6:30 or 7 or something.
Oh yeah, you got to be home before the wheel.
You got to be in bed by 9.
That's
I mean, Al Jardine, the leader of the Al Jardine Pet Sounds Band, he's 83 years old. Could be 84 by now. So I don't blame him.
Damn.
So, but yeah, well, that's Wildcat says still kicking. Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sad this summer. 2 of my favorite people passed away. I was not personally connected to them, so it's not a true tragedy in my life. But we lost Brian Wilson, the genius of the Beach Boys, in June? And then Hulk Hogan died on my birthday.
Yeah, that was wild.
July 24th, he died. Yeah, very sad.
That was a wild.
Yeah.
I was looking through my phone, and I saw a picture of when I met him when I was a disc jockey at the radio station today.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
He was the most fun character that we did on this show. And I can't bring myself to do a ghost version of him. I just feel like it's so disrespectful. If he had died, 20 years ago, then maybe that would make sense. But like, no. So I don't know.
But if I don't know, if it ever had to happen, whatever.
You'd be ready?
I'll be ready, dude. Because it would come from a place of
It comes from a
respect.
place of love. We are
Yeah,
kids of the
respect and
80s, and we
admiration.
love this man. We
Yeah.
loved him when we were little kids.
Dude, every Saturday morning when it was WWF, it'll always be WWF to me. But the World Wrestling Federation on the USA Network,
That's right,
man. My brother and I, shit. It was watch the wrestling and then try it on each other. Or he'd do it
and
to
then
me.
try the wrestling. Yes.
Well, he was older, so he'd do it to me. But
he'd do it.
Still,
he'd do the pile driver. Who was your favorite wrestler when you were little?
It was all bad. Oh, Hulk Hogan #1. But
He was.
Junkyard Dog, he used to wrestle with him sometimes.
Dog. Loved him.
Who are the dudes? Hawk and Animal, Legion of Doom.
Oh, right.
Those. Oh, the British Bulldog.
I loved Andre the Giant because I was always huge for my size, so I kind of related to the giant guy.
I'm not a big Andre fan. Coco Beware, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah, I think he killed his wife or something.
Jeez,
he did. Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who just had the overalls with no shirt under, a 2x4. He would go, oh, put his tongue out, and the American flag, dude. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was insane.
And then you had who else? We had Roddy Piper.
Yeah,
Keith David, the greatest on-screen fight of all time, and They Live.
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter, for sure.
Slaughter, dude.
Bret Hart, all the Hart guys.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Right.
Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million
Man.
The
$1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Virgil.
Jake the Snake.
Mr.
Perfect.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Beefcake, dude. Mr. Perfect. Ravishing Rick Rude. Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Macho Man.
Macho Man, Randy City.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That voice makes me cough when I do it. I don't know why.
What's his name? Big Ben Vader. Was it the Hakeem with the African Dream?
Oh, forgot. What about Bam Bam Bigelow?
Oh, Bam Bam Bigelow, hell yeah. King Kong Bundy. Undertaker.
You remember Papa Shango?
Yep. Papa Shango.
Yeah.
Did I say Coco Beware?
Yeah.
The Birdman, Coco Beware.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yeah, Greg the Hammer. Who is it? Anvil? The guy who has the beard with the red beard.
Vernon says, I actually trained at Hacksaw Jim Dugan's gym in Titusville, Florida back in high school. He was really nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was cool.
Hakeem started as one-man gang.
Yeah, Hakeem the African Dream. Who else? Fuck, man, so many of them. Oh, the Ultimate Warrior.
Of course.
His finishing move, he'd pick you up and just press you in the air like that and drop you. That dude was roided out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, he did seem completely insane, dude.
Dude, nuts. Yeah. But they were all coked out, steroids. It was fucking crazy.
And now, obviously, you always favor the thing that was from when you were a kid. But I always liked that 80s golden era over the 90s attitude era. Because the 90s attitude is Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, The Rock, D-Generation X. That one was okay, but I liked the 80s golden era, and it just because I was a kid, Let's see. Who was the lady? Was it Lady Elizabeth?
Yeah, that was Macho Man's chick.
Dude, I can't believe we forgot the Iron Sheik.
Oh, R.I.P.
Camel clutch and make you humble.
My brother put me in the camel clutch all the time.
Did he make you humble when he did it?
No, I just hurt.
Break your back, put you in camel clutch, make you humble.
Oh, dude, the honky tonk man.
The honky tonk man, I forgot about.
Give you the shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah.
Bobby the Brain Heenan. He wasn't a wrestler, but the manager. And who was the other guy? The Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. That fucker.
Right.
Fucking bastard. He was a bad guy. He was always the manager for the bad guys. Yeah, he was Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, what was his name? Lou Albano. Yeah, the rubber
Captain
bands.
Lou Albano. He was in the Goonies movie.
Yep. He was in the
Now,
Girls Just Want to Have Fun video.
Was Captain Lou Albano somehow related to Wolfman Jack, the radio DJ? Did he play him in a movie, or were they cousins? There was some connection between those two. And then Captain Lou Albano was Mario in the Super Mario Brothers like cartoon hour, like in 1989.
Yeah, true. The Bad News Brown, the Barbarian. Oh man.
Let's see.
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. He was a cop, right?
Yeah, he's like a prison guard or something. Yeah, like
there was something vaguely homosexual about him. Oh, Dusty Rhodes.
Yep.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Young Stallions.
The British Bulldog.
The British Bulldog. Right, in it. Tuesday. What about Haka? Haka, I think, is my friend TYRUS' father-in-law. And he's a big Tongan guy, I believe. Tongan? Samoan? Yep. I don't remember.
Demolition Axe.
The Bushwhackers, dude.
Yeah, those two dudes, they lick each other's armpits.
Oh my god, they're
so fucking disgusting,
fucking
dude.
Awful.
They were Earthquake. He'd sit on your chest for his finishing move.
Was Yokozuna in the 80s or the 90s?
I think the 80s.
Okay.
Fatu.
Yeah.
Man.
It was a time. You had to be there.
George the Animal Steel, he would chew the turnbuckles.
Right.
He'd rip the stuffing out.
Right.
Damn.
80s. Guys, it was such a magical time. I don't know.
Hillbilly Jim.
Bigfoot was a celebrity somehow.
Yeah, he wasn't even it wasn't even a human.
It was a vehicle, but it got more women than most dudes.
Erwin R. Shyster. Ivan Koloff.
None of the Miser said Miss Elizabeth allegedly died doing drugs with Lex Luger. That's terrible.
Oh, yeah, that was a little love triangle. Lex Luger, Macho Man, and Miss Elizabeth. They were always going back and forth and shit. Jesse the Body.
In the early 2000s, Macho Man is driving in Florida wherever he lived, had a heart attack driving his Jeep and crashed and died. That's how he died.
Yeah.
A lot of those wrestlers, they seem to die of like a lot of heart problems. And I wonder if it's like, is it all the steroids and probably drugs and beer and all that, right? Just like, and then beating the shit out of their body. They're just like such hard living, those poor guys.
Yep.
You know,
Kamala Harris, she ran for president, or he ran for president.
I love her cackle.
Fucking bitch.
You know, I wanted Trump to win, and he did win, and I'm fairly happy with how things are going with Trump. But sometimes I do think, Kamala, we really missed out on that cackle. Can you imagine? She's got a summit of world leaders. She's trying to get America respect at some big negotiation, for, against a killer like Xi. He's just like an amazingly powerful leader of China.
Ayatollah.
Putin, Ayatollah Khomeini. These guys are just amazing, powerful leaders. And she's up there cackling like a moron.
Do they just hear her coming down the hall? Everybody just rolls their eyes. Here she comes. Razor Ramon.
Now, he wasn't Hispanic, was he?
No, his name was
He was just an Italian guy playing a Hispanic.
His name's Scott Hall.
Right. Great documentary.
Repo Man. I remember that fucker.
WWF Golden Era. 4 parts. It really goes deep. I'll have to check it out.
Rick Steiner. He wore the headgear.
There was a movie starring the kid from High School Musical, whatever his name is, and it was about the Von Erichs. And it's sort of an autobiographical movie about the Von Erich brothers and the tragedy that ensued. So I'll have to check that out. I forgot the name of that movie, but it came out 2-3 years ago. And allegedly it was a great movie. Also, Mickey Rourke, about 20 years ago, started a movie called The Wrestler. And that was supposed to be like a washed up wrestler at the end of his career and all this stuff. So I'll have to check those out. But Jericho, just want a quick reminder, and for people tuning in who want us to review movies again, I'm going to try and do one once in a while. If you can watch The Killer, I will get the photos for it. If you can watch The Killer this weekend,
I will try my damnedest.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. No, hold you to that. You let me know if you got it, if you watched it. You let me know.
Oh, I'll fucking let you know.
So what's the latest? We're gonna get out of here in just a minute. What's the latest with you, Jericho? Anything the audience needs to know? Anything you're up to? What's coming? What's going?
It's more and more content, damn it. You know where to find me, you know what I do? It's more shit going on. I am going to change a few things here and there. Like nothing major, but just as far as aesthetically. So
okay.
Keep your eyes fucking peeled so hard.
All right. Well, my update is I got the email from my printer. I put the order in about a week and a half ago. The Unstoppable TYRUS books are being printed up, all the variant covers, and they're going to tentatively ship them to me, I think this Friday or Monday or something like that. I think it could be, I'm going to have the books like within the next 2 weeks or week and a half, I believe. We'll see how it goes. But I think the ship date, I think they said the ship date was the 4th. And then I get these printed at a different printer, the art books, because they're magazines. They're not graphic novels. They're much thinner. Those will be shipping out in like a week and a half or something like that. So I'll have all the books in hand very soon. I'm going to be seeing TYRUS in person on the 15th or the 16th. We're going to get together. Hopefully we can autograph all the books when we get together on the 15th or the 16th or the 17th. I have to check with him what day that is. I forgot. Hopefully we can autograph all those books since he'll be out here by me. And then I can just start mailing everything out, guys. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really awesome. I can get all the stuff out to you guys. So it was a successful campaign. You can still order the book at bigmancomics.com, The Unstoppable TYRUS. If you head over there now and you have any doubts, well, all you got to do is click on the that sales page for Big Man Comics on the TYRUS campaign, pre-order campaign page. And there's a 4-page preview that you can read right there. I'll show it to you real quick. Let me bring that up on the screen. Now, have you finished the book, right, Jericho?
Yes, we did. And it's also, I was thinking, it's also cool when you get the book and you open it and you actually like hold it for the first time, check out the cover. Because, you know, you see it on here and everything, but to actually get it in your hands and see it up close, to see and feel the quality of everything, it's fucking great. But yeah, we did finish it. Kind of bummed out that we did. But ready for the next one.
Well, right here, if you want to know, there's a 4-page preview that you can read right on the webpage. You can check out. So it's funny. It's action-packed. Jericho, you know that. You know that this is an awesome.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
So it was great.
When it comes to the kind of stuff we love, Chow Yun-Fat, Back to the Future, Lethal Weapon, Indiana Jones, I acquitted myself well, didn't I? I made a nice action piece of entertainment, didn't I, dude?
Yeah, you did. Great.
So, okay. So, guys, check that out. You could still get it. You can't get it autographed anymore. I pulled those away because it's just a logistical reason. TYRUS is going to come out here, but if I sell more than we autograph, then he has to come out here again because the books are out here. I'm not going to mail the books to him in New York. Or
fucking mail him back.
Mail him thousands and thousands of pounds worth of books. You know how much that costs? Like, it's easier to bring TYRUS here than to send the books, pallets of books to him. That's ridiculous. So, no, he'll be out here to sign the books hopefully in about 2-ish weeks or a little longer than 2 weeks. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Guys, make sure you're subscribed to everything I'm doing. Tune in on Thursday mornings. You'll love it. It's really a rare and precious thing to have someone like Bill Frake, legendary animator of everything you can think of from Warner Brothers and Disney and DreamWorks or Blue Sky and all this stuff. And just the insight of a man in his 70s, just about life. We have such a great time. He's become such a dear friend to me. And he's going to take me to Disneyland, but his way. Since he was a studio employee and animator there, he can go there for life. He can bring friends. He can do behind the scenes shit. So I'm going to go to Disneyland like that, like a VIP. I'm going to do it that way. Yeah, please tune in for what Bill and I are doing. And I just need your support. And I thank you guys for all your support so much. So like all the videos, watch all the shorts, hit the thumbs up, all that stuff, and share it. You know, me and Jericho are funny. You know we're good. And we know you know that we love you guys and love having a good time here. So get more people to watch. That's your homework. I need more people to
do it.
Need you guys to bring in more people. And for Jericho's channel too, on all our social media. Help us help you. All right. Well, if that's all, we're going to see you next Tuesday, hopefully with the movie review. Talk to you later. Adios.